All right, let's do this for 2025. Full HD 1920 by 1080. And I'll call this practice. Okay, so here is my game area. And I'm going to create a new object. Objects go in here. My object is going to be a sprite. And I'm going to name it hero. So this is going to be player 1. And I'm going to create with Piskel. You can see my size is 32 by 32. That's okay. So what I'm going to do here is make a quick pumpkin. And there it is. Okay, so I'm going to hit apply, bring my hero in, and hit preview. It's not very exciting, right? It's just hanging out. And it's just hanging out because we don't have any properties, any physics added. So let's go ahead and give our hero some physics, some properties. So all I did again was just double click to my sprite. I'm going to go to behaviors, add behavior, and I'm going to make a platformer character. Now within this I can change the speed, how fast and how high the guy can jump, the climbing speed, all that good stuff. So I would suggest you play around in here. But for now, that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to add another object. It's going to be a sprite. And I'm going to call this platform because it's going to be a platform. Now this needs a behavior as well. So I'm going to go behaviors, add behavior. And there we are, platform. Okay. Whoop. One thing, I don't have any art for it, so I'm going to create in Piskel. And this one I want to be a little bit wider, so I'm just going to go 64. No. 32 high by 64 wide. Here we go. And we're just going to make a simple little platform. And I'm going to bring my platform in. And now I'll test it. Okay, we can see my my guy moves now, and he's steady on the platform. So let's go ahead and copy this and make like little parkour jumps. And then let's preview, make sure I can make all the jumps. And I can. All right. Next, let's go ahead and create a bad guy. It's going to be a sprite. And I'm going to create it with Piskel. And I'm just going to make a spooky ghost. And hit apply. And now I've got a ghost. Now let's go ahead and create a coin. Add new object. Make it a sprite. Create with Piskel. And I'm just going to do a simple little coin. No big deal. And I'll throw some coins. Okay, now let's check out our game. All right, it's there, but it's pretty boring. So let's make things happen. All right, so here is the soup. Events. So, events. I'm going to add a new event, and I've got a condition and an action. So the condition is what has to happen in order for the action to occur. So for instance, if I ate a taco, my action would be I would not be hungry. So what we want to do here is when the hero touches the coin, we want the coin to disappear. So to do this, we add our condition. Ooh, you know what? I need to give these names. That's sloppy. All right, bad guy. Coin. All right. So, hero. And in this game platform engine, it's called collision. So, when the hero is in collision with the coin, so that's our condition, our action we want is to delete an object, and we're going to delete the coin. Now let's try it. There we go. All right. So we can also add multiple actions on one condition. So I want, when the hero collides with the coin, I want the coin to delete, and then I also want to play a sound. Play a sound. And I can choose a file if I already have an MP3 that I like, or I can get a freebie from the asset store, or I can just create one with this JFXR. I'm just going to use JFXR. Save it. Hit OK. So now I have, when the hero is in collision with the coin, it deletes the coin and plays the sound. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think you can hear it. Cool. Alright, so I've got my hero, a platform, a bad guy, a coin. So far, my events are just when the hero touches the coin, it deletes the coin and plays the sound. Next, let's go ahead and create something new. I'm going to add a new object. It's going to be a sprite, and I'm going to call this potion. I'm going to create with Piskel, and I'm going to create just a simple potion bottle. Alright, now I'll throw a little animation action in there. So I'm just going to duplicate these frames a few times. And then I'm going to add some bubbles. I'm just going to make them different sizes. And then I'll go to the next one. And then the next one. And the last one. Okay, so here is my potion bottle. I'm going to apply it, and then when I drop it in the game and preview it, it's not animated. And the reason for that is because I don't have it set to loop, right? So it only plays one time and then it's over. So if you want it to continuously happen, you need to make sure it's on the loop. And one of the reasons you wouldn't want it to loop is if, say, you have like a death animation or something. So you only want it to happen one time, right? You don't want the guy to continuously be dying. So now to have it as a loop. And let's preview it this time. And we can see it's bubbling. So that's cool. All right. So now we have a potion. Let's make the potion do something. So I'm going to open up my hero. And I'm going to create another animation. So this is just going to be my main animation. And then I'm going to create a second animation. So I'm just going to add animation. So my main object is hero, and then I've got within my hero, I've got different animations. So this one will be my potion hero. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this art, place it in here, and then animate it. So I'm just going to open up Piskel. And I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to create with Piskel my second animation. And I'm going to paste it. And then I'm going to fill in this piece. And now what I'm going to do is make a duplicate. And on this duplicate, I'm going to change the color and just make it a little bit darker. So I'm going to use my color picker eyedropper, double click that, and then just make it a little bit darker and paste it. And maybe I'll move it up a little bit. So now you can see it changes just a little tiny bit. Then I'm going to duplicate it again, darken it up, paste, move it one more. Alright, so now you can see it's got a nice little move to it. And again, I want to loop it, apply it. So now I want to create an event where when my hero touches the potion, I want to change my animation on my hero from animation 0, the main one, to animation 1, the potion. So to do that, I create a very similar condition here. So I'm going to add a new event, hero, collision with the potion. And in my action I'm going to have is change the animation by number. So hero, and then I'm just going to type in animation and animation by number. I could also use animation by name if I wanted to, but I'm just going to use number. And my number is 1. And I got that number right here, right? So animation number 1. If I wanted to do it by name, I could have done it and just had potion hero. So now I've got hero is in collision with the potion. It's going to change the animation from 0 to 1. So it's set automatically to 0. That's my first one. Let's check it out. There it is. It's doing its thing. But the potion's still there, so let's go ahead and get rid of that potion. And we're going to use a very similar delete coin, but instead we're going to use delete potion. So add action, potion, delete the object. Let's preview. And there we go. Alright, let's do one more potion bottle. Add new object, sprite. I'm going to call it potion 2. Oh, yeah, potion 2. Create with Piskel. And again, I'm just going to make a simple potion bottle. Maybe make it pink. Maybe I'll throw a snazzy little... Ooh. Okay. And I'm not going to animate this. You know how to do it. Apply. Add my potion bottle here. I'll put it here. I'll move my guy over. Okay, so potion 2. Now I'm going to get my bad guy. I'm going to add a new animation and make this one animated. So let's add an animation. And then I'm going to copy this guy, edit with Piskel. Select it, copy it, create with Piskel, paste it, And then let's go ahead and make a duplicate. And then I'm going to just erase some of this. Whoa. Not erase. Draw. And then another one. And then I'll make it a little bit smaller. And then another one. And then another one. Alright, so now I've got this animation going. Apply it. Okay. So, my hero was in collision with a potion. Change the number of the animation from hero, set it to 1, and delete the potion. Instead of doing this all again, what I'm going to do is copy this one. So I'm just going to Control C, Control V. So I've got duplicate, and change this from potion 1 to potion 2, and then change the animation from hero to bad guy, and then delete potion 2. Right, so it's the same exact event, just with the second bottle, and it's changing the bad guy's animation and deleting the potion bottle. So let's see what happens. Alright, I'm touching this. Boom! It didn't work. Why? Remember... Whoop. We didn't loop it. Let's try that again. There we go. There we go. Alright, that's it for today.